All right, Coach, it's a picturesque afternoon for football in the Northeast, and EA Sports comes to you from MetLife Stadium just across the Hudson River from New York City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throw left side complete. It's Hughes. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st down, Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Hey, Haywood!
A 1st down throw, Darnold. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 28 yards.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. The quick slant caught. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jackson for the shotgun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. Into the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off near the 26. What a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Play action. It's Darnold. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's third down.
And 6 yards to go.
Check, 59.
Watch the pass.
Darnold from the gun. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stack sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hughes. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Now Jackson going to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 10 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Jackson, option right, stepping up. He's going to keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Play action. Now Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Trenton Cannon, 83 yards. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is now 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the... Stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson, option right, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Hughes. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. The Ravens on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is third and goal. Jackson down. Operating from the gun. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the second. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. Third down here. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded at the 20. There he goes, right side. And how about this? He takes it all the way back. No time, no flags, a punt return touchdown and a stunning end of the first half.
And they kicked it to him. They kicked it to him.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Darnold now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. And Anderson's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. To the air again, Darnold toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Jackson, option right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. The 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Give him 42 yards on the ground. They'll come out in the pistol. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now here's Hill. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. In the backfield by himself is Brown, 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. They'll start on the ground with Cannon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Darnold. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now left side on the swing pass, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Darnold to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. High throw, but he makes the catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. From the gun, a run with Cannon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Red 80. 51
To throw is Darnold to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Jamison Crowder. Incomplete. It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have once again taken the lead.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Jackson now. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. To throw again is Jackson, and this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Darnold on first down. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Cannon. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
From the 41, Darnold. Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Darnold hitting his tight end, Herndon. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the carry, it's Cannon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start the drive with Hill. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Jackson. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He's back to throw. He's got Herndon, his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Darnold gets it to his running back, Cannon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll look to throw. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Ja'Kai Polite. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. You know they're going to be looking his way in overtime. He's had a fantastic game, but unable to hook up there.
And how many times do we see this situation where they actually complete that pass and you wonder to yourself, how do you let him get open? How do you not know they're going to go to him? He's their big play guy. In this case, they defended it well and knocked it away.
Go, go.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson, option right. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
It moves to second and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Baltimore, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they dropped just their second game. So